Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today with Stamping and Crafting with Loretta. Today is a stinking cute art journal page that I have entitled Happy Holidays. This page uses dies and stamps that are exclusive to your next stamp. If you've watched some of my previous videos, I showed these stamps in a haul, and links to the Your Next Stamp site will be down below in the form of a caption, and it will be in the description box. Clickable links will be in the blog, so check that out. If you are on Blogger, then you will need to sign in to Google Plus to leave me a comment there. Before I ever even started this pages, all of the images were stamped and die cut, colored with my Copic markers, and embellished with both Wink of Stella and some glossy accents. The background is sprayed using my Copic markers and an airbrush. The surface of the background, ladies and gentlemen, was prepped today with some Liquitex brand gesso. It has two coats on it, and I let the first coat dry, and the second coat I left fairly damp when I started my airbrushing so that I could add some glitter over the top. The glitter is called, I think it's called Diamond Dust. I got mine from AC Moore, and it was on sale, so I bought like 3 or 4 containers of it, and I have a really large glass jar that I keep mine in, so all I have to do is just pinch a little out and use it as I need to. When I was doing the bottom part, the embossing folder is Darcy's, and it's called Snow with Swirl, and I already had some die cut from the snowflakes that I had made a few days ago, and then I just used the Snowdrift die from Your Next Stamp to cut that out. The actual embossed part of the snowflakes, you cannot see it after all the glitter and stuff I added in the end, but it did help to create some extra texture on the page, which is something that, you know, folks, I just absolutely adore. I will have to tell you this, though, that after doing all of this glittering and this is some spray adhesive here for the hills, I think I'm going to be cleaning up glitter for the next month. Every time I turn around, I see something else that I need to clean off and wipe up to get that some of the glitter off. A dry erase cloth, a Swiffer dry cloth is probably about the best thing to pick up glitter. A painter's tack cloth, I think is what they call it, will also work. However, the painter's tack cloth does tend to transfer glitter somewhat, so just kind of keep that in mind. During this art journal page, you will see me use some dimensional adhesive. These bolsters, if you will, are from Judy Morrow in the Sticky Stuff store. I will leave her information down below in the form of a caption or in the description box. Either way, I will be sure that there is a clickable link on my blog. The blog itself has been getting some attention, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by there to see what I'm up to. My goal is that sometime toward the first of the year that my Etsy store will be reopened. It was never really active, I just have it, but there are some things that I would like to sell, and I'm actually very excited about that, so you'll have to stay tuned and see what happens. As we continue on here, I continue to get these pop dots off of the backing so that I can apply those to the page. The clicking you're going to hear during the video is that I'm actually editing some more of it as we go along with this, just so that there's not so much redundancy in it. These adorable stamps that are from Your Next Stamp are now being placed on my little hills, if you will, of snow. And to make sure that those pop dots actually stay in place while everything dries, I guess, if you will, I did use some glossy accents on the back of them. Now, if you're putting this type of thing down on a surface that is not rough, you don't necessarily have to do this, but since my surface is rough, I did need to go ahead and get that process done. It's not very hard to do, it's just that you do have to have a little bit of patience to hold those pieces in place with your fingers, literally while the glue at least sets up. Obviously you don't have to sit there and hold it until it completely dries. That would be kind of just a waste of time. I hope everyone is looking forward to a great weekend. I know that I am. It should be a nice quiet one. I am looking forward to the Thanksgiving holidays in just a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks. Okay, here I'm using my Wink of Stella pen to go over my snowflakes. The larger of the two snowflakes is actually from My Favorite Things, and the smaller one is a die from Your Next Stamp. To add some more interest to the sky, to make it look like the snow is falling, I used a paint pen, and this one is a Zig painting marker, and these are the kind that you have to shake up really well in order for the paint to blend before you use them. Since the surface is rough, like I mentioned once before, it is a good idea to hold things down with your glossy accents. I do much prefer the glossy accents over other adhesives, like I said, just for this purpose. One of my favorite things about this page is the sentiment, and today's sentiment just reads Happy Holidays. It is also a die. It is cut from some sticky back, very thin felt in red, so it kind of picks up that Christmassy theme, and it's applied down with glossy accents as well. I did have to go back after I filmed and use my fingers to push this down even just a little bit more onto the surface of the page so that it didn't come off, because it kept wanting to curl up on me. I think some of that is humidity. Right now our home is a little bit more humid than it is at other times during the year. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this art journal page. All in all, it took me about 3.5 hours to actually do the page. The stamping and the die cutting took another couple of hours because I am a Copic coloring fanatic, and if it's not the way I want it, then honestly I'm going to start over. So I guess sometimes I'm a little too picky for even myself. I am going to leave you guys in fast forward mode and play a little Christmas music. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will try to find my camera and post some still pictures. If not, that's fine. But please rate, comment, and subscribe. Stamp happy and be a blessing. Always, always be kind to one another. Remember, life's too short not to be. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.